What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. Today we're starting off with some gameplay using the exact same team that we finished on yesterday's episode with, which is the one with Harry Kane at striker, Rafinha at left mid. I've actually got, what's his name? I keep thinking to say Guti, but it's not Guti. It's Dani Olmo at right centre mid until I finish his Evo, and then we're going to put Lewis Skelly in at left centre mid to Evo him up. I played a lot with Thomas Partey during these games, and I quite like Thomas Partey for a few reasons in this game, mostly because his physicals are very good, very strong, and I really like his passing compared to Declan Rice. But one thing that I kept noticing with him that was really frustrating me is that by around the 60th minute, his stamina was just done. So unless I can get an Evo on him to boost his stamina or get him relentless, he is just done. Now, this game was quite a funny one, actually, before we go in for the comments for today, because this guy had scored 2 corner goals, a kickoff goal, and then a counter goal, and he was mad toxic. He was just mad toxic. He was messaging me abuse as well, and I nearly got back into this one to win it, but didn't quite. Roster Boss says, the amount of time EA are making us play for little rewards is crazy. I really want to see how many packs they're currently selling because I can't believe people are buying them with the game in this state. And yeah, it's something I've talked about a whole bunch this last couple of weeks, that I feel like to do anything, you have to go to the store. The new Hero SBC that came out today, you have to go to the store. The Oberdorf SBC, any SBC, you just got to go to the store because there's no reasonably quick way to get fodder. And when I say fodder, I don't necessarily mean like 85, 86, 88, 90 rated fodder. I mean just cards in your club. You know, that today they just released a new... I should have pressed tackle there, shouldn't I? I would have got the ball. Today they just released a brand new rush thing where the point is that it's about speed and being quick, yet you need to win 5 games for like a few minimal like acts and then an 84/2 at the end. And it's like... it's just not it, is it? It just, again, it's going to end up being about 2 or 3 hours of time spent on the game for not a lot. And whilst I agree, it's horrible. You know what it made me think? I am so glad we are doing the Evo RTGs, the Crappers RTG, the Arsenal RTG with the Arsenal Evos, and I've got one more in mind that I might do if I can bring myself to do that amount of gameplay. And that is using like cult heroes from Ultimate Team. Like, there's a pretty sick squad you can put together these days with like some of the cult heroes: Jack Butland, Ken, Arturo Vidal, Kleiber, Smalling, Eric Bailly. You got Florenzi, El Shaarawy. Like, there's loads of classics. Benteke. There's loads of classics. And I might just start a new account and Evo them up, because when you're doing an Evo account, and I know a lot of you guys absolutely understand where we're at with it today, because you're doing the same thing. Packs, rewards, coins, none of it matters so long as you've got enough to buy the Evo. And so I'm kind of in a bit of a fortunate situation for that. DK says, hi Nep, this year I decided to do a Liverpool Evo RTG, and I've honestly found it so refreshing and rewarding to play with players I love and have an attachment to. Although the game is in a bad state, each win has a sense of accomplishment. I just hope they fix the bugs and animations to improve it. And yeah, you're like, I'm the same, man. Like, it's always nice to see people doing the Evo RTGs. Look at that from Harry Kane. Courtois just glitched out. That's how easy that was. It is a sense of accomplishment. And it's why I'm showing the losses in today's video as well, because it's like, I'm proud of, like, okay, we've got Rafinha and Dani Olmo and Harry Kane in the squad, but I'm proud of using in this instance, mostly Arsenal team to go into Division 3, nearly Division 2 rivals with and still accomplish wins. Like, it's not an easy task. And one thing I noticed hilariously whilst playing with this team is almost all of my goals came from Rafinha or Kane. I know Gabriel Jesus has got Power Shot Plus as well, and I did score a couple with him, but almost all of them come from Kane and Rafinha. And it's just, isn't it mad? The change a little bit of meta makes, isn't it mad? It blows my mind, that's for sure. So Craig Tyson says, speaking of fodder, do you think about putting squad foundation cards, etc., into an SBC? Because you have a lot of spare cards and you do run an Evo team. That way, all cards are fodder cards unless you put them in the main team. Cheers, man. Keep up the good work. So yeah, I'll touch on this a little bit at the end because we will actually use some of them to complete the hero SBC that came out today. But it's such a catch-22, isn't it? Because I've forever and ever lived under the whole pretense of, what if I need that card? What if something comes along and I need to build, like, I don't know, a Bundesliga, female Bundesliga team, and I've put Selna into an SBC? Then what am I going to do? Right? But the truth of the matter is those cards sit there, they gather dust, they don't do anything, they look good, and it's a good memory of, like, what we did do. You know, it's a good memory of, like, the things that we've done. You know, even just looking at Selna today when I eventually put her into the Hero SBC, I was just sitting there thinking, damn, I actually had a lot of fun with this card. But just because we've had fun with the card, it doesn't mean we have to keep it indefinitely. I could do a better job of probably using a lot of cards. I don't like using live cards because they've got the potential to get upgraded. When they don't have a potential to get upgraded anymore, I'm happy to use the live cards. But I don't really want to use the live cards. But when it comes to the cards in general, it's interesting because obviously next week there's going to be loads of new cards that we'll have. And then the week after there'll be even more new cards that we'll have. And the cards that I get next week, a week after, won't have any value. Yet I'll still be sitting there going like, oh man, what if? So yeah, I think I maybe should use everything always to improve my end goal. And my end goal still is having the best possible Evo team, the best possible Arsenal Evo team, and having the best possible Arsenal icons in the team. And absolutely everything should be kind of geared towards that, even though we can still have fun with the other players in the meantime. For example, you know, Harry Kane, team of the week, he's won me the game. He's won me the game right there with that finesse shot. He's won me the game. The Rafinha goals that I've scored, they've been so important and so impactful. But eventually, I'll get Trossard or Martinelli a really nice Evo where they just won't be in the team anymore. And as soon as they're out of the team and out of... Like, maybe I'll keep, like, hyper meta players. Like, maybe this Rafinha stays with me the whole game cycle and we upgrade him when we can. You know, when there's an opportunity to upgrade him because he fits and an Arsenal player doesn't, we upgrade him, maybe. But overall, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be really content. Good football here from me, by the way. I think I'd be really content to start dumping players like Ian Rush and, you know, some of the other high-rated cards that I've got that don't see the light of day. The only thing that I'm wary of is making sure that they go into something that means something. Because let's say, for example, EA release an Emmanuel Petit Icon SBC tomorrow. I can't complete him. And, you know, I can't complete him because I put an 85 rated squad and an 86 rated squad today into a base hero that isn't guaranteed to be Arsenal. Whereas if I save those squads instead, and when an Arsenal version of an SBC comes, I can do those players straight away. So I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think. We've got more to discuss on that one. Shearer says, I honestly think all EA needs to do is release the exchange SBCs, and grinding SBCs will be a lot easier. I would like to see some exchange SBCs, but I don't think it fixes all the problems. I think a lot of people think it will fix everything. I don't think it will. It might alleviate a lot of the stress and a lot of the pain, but the truth is like, I don't get enough high-rated cards in the first place to farm the exchange SBC. You know what I mean? I don't know where I would get more high-rated cards from. How poor was that from me? I really should have just got rid of the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as game-saving as people think, because in the first place, it's already ridiculously hard to get the high-rated cards. We need something to give us the ability to get low-rated cards to be able to farm the SBCs that are there that give high-rated cards, hilariously enough. Mally says, if I put purple cosmetic on someone, will they lose it if I evo them after? Yes, they unfortunately will. And Ryan says, why don't you just use Martinez in goal? Yeah, I will. I don't have his promo card yet because I'm not that far up the season path. But once I get to his promo card, he's going to become our goalkeeper. I'm definitely open to having Arsenal past and present in this team for as long as it needs be. But basically, like, what I feel like in my head is, if I've got an Arsenal past and present player and they're better than the current Arsenal Evo that I've got, I'll use them. As soon as the current Arsenal Evo that I've got surpasses that player, the Arsenal player goes in. But also, if we end up hitting like a really top-end player, you know, like we did last year with a Pele, I will use them for as long as I see fit because they're that good. By the way, he's so dumb. He's so broken and so dumb. And that was the last comment that we had for today. The second comment that I read today, guys, I picked the comments out like about 10 hours ago because I woke up this morning and I came into my office and started reading the comments and I was like, oh, that's a nice, that's a good talking point, and this is a good talking point, and this and that. I can't remember the thought of what I had about that second comment, but it was a bit deeper than what I thought it was. So maybe I'll go again for that one tomorrow. Now, after these Rivals games, I think I need one more Rivals point or two more Rivals points to get the rewards. And it's Sunday. So when I get that tomorrow and then qualify for Champs tomorrow, this is a genuine question. What do I do? Do I just go and farm rush, get those packs and get those Evos completed? Is that it? Is that what we do? And then when I finish that, what do we do? I'm genuinely meaning it. I was sitting here, like, when I saw myself get to like 34 points, I was like, oh, damn, I've nearly, nearly finished. I've nearly finished everything. By the way, bang. Yes, please. I'm starting to understand the game mechanics a little bit better. Overall, I'm starting to get better at the game. I'm starting to notice things that people keep doing to me. I'm trying to apply it to my own game state. And it's working because I'm winning a lot more. And we've, okay, Harry Kane and Rafinha are a big part of that. But generally speaking, I feel like I'm playing a lot better than I did this weekend league. But anyway, guys, let's go live and have a little chat about that Hero SBC. Right, guys, based on part of that conversation that we would have just had, that I haven't actually had yet because I'm doing this before I'm doing the start of the video, this would be what I would submit for an 86 rated squad. It's basically all of the golds that I've got, an inform league hanging that I packed, and then Agbadu, who I believe is a tradable card. And at that point, I don't really mind popping him in. And also Lukiba, another tradable card. What? Damn. See, now I don't want to put him in. Because, like, surely I would use, like, he is a good card. He's 6 foot, he's lengthy. He obviously goes into an Evo or something, doesn't he? He's got a sick card, to be fair. But the truth is, like, am I ever going to use this card? No, probably not. And if he ever fit into an Evo, would I use this card? No, probably not, because I'd probably still just use an Arsenal player. And so we will submit that in, and we'll take our Jumbo Gold pack. But there's something that just... There's something weirdly unsettling about using these players. And I can't explain why. And for so many years, and we probably have just explained and discussed it, but for so many years, I collected cards for the what if. What if I ever need them? What if this? What if that? And even when if comes around, still don't use them. And I ended up, hundreds of cards in the club by the end of the game cycle. The unfortunate thing now, though, guys, is in SBC storage, I've got 82s and lower. And in the club, I don't now know how I can get an 85 rated squad. Do I want to use this Luis Muriel in there? Is he ever going to really be good? He's 4-star, which is nice. He's got some alright stats, but he's got terrible play styles. I can throw him in. We've got Zubamendi, Jordan Henderson. He can go in. He's a live card, though, so I don't really want to put him in. Selna, I've already evoed her, and she's got playstyle like Power Shot Plus. And just in general, in my opinion, a sick card. But in another 2 months from now, we're going to have a different sick card, aren't we? We could put Selna in. We've got this Tolisso card. I got him from the season pass. I've never used him. Am I ever going to use him? The honest answer is I don't know. I don't know. I did use some of these cards. I did play with some of these cards. I do like some of these cards. But also at the same time, I don't care about a lot of these cards. Like Milik. I don't even know if I think he was an objective card. Do you know what the craziest thing is? And the reason why I will happily actually put these cards in. I didn't complete 2 objective cards because I couldn't be bothered to play the... I'll keep cards that I actually really enjoyed playing with. I didn't complete quite a lot of cards for the simple fact of I wasn't enjoying doing... playing squad battles to get them, right? If I just didn't do these cards, I don't miss on them. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's not like I miss a player that I didn't do because I didn't do the player. So it doesn't make any difference. If I can keep Selner, I'll be really happy. Let's put Eliso. Oh, let's put Classy in. No. Let's put Taliso back in. No, let's put Selner in. I've got like power shot, whatever. Oh, damn, that's not enough. Yeah, I mean, if I just didn't... Let's have a look at what I've done with these cards in the first place, right? We've played 7 games with Salah Ad-Din. No games with Milik. 39 with Angela Sosa, but fair play, she's terrible. 35 games with Fran Navarro, but you can see by the goals and assists, most of it was squad battles and rush. 56 games with Nacho Hill, also most of it squad battles and rush. 36 with Selner, most of it rush. 10 with Yilmaz, all of it squad battles. None with Fleury. 34 with Joan Amazaga. 16 with Francie. 19 with Gold. They can just go, can't they? They can just go. Because, yeah, the truth is, like, they will be sitting there and in, like, 3 months' time, I'll be looking at them going, man, I'm never going to use these cards. Now, I might use these cards. I might, like, tomorrow EA are going to release an evolution and I'm going to be like, God damn it. God damn it. Speaking of evolutions, before we get into this hero pack, we've got another new one today. And it was this here, Track Thunder. I can put into it either Trossard, Blackstenius, or Urian Timber. They're like the only ones that work, really. Trossard is good for it, but it gives him a +3 with a really minimal upgrade. Timber as well, it gives him no defending boost, which doesn't make sense for him. I think I like Blackstenius in it the most because it gives her rapid plus. It boosts her composure, her jumping, her stamina, her agility and balance. And it gives... that's it really. But the thing that I don't like about this one, and the same reason why I haven't put Ben White into Titan's Guard yet, is because it gives her a +3 for a really minimal boost. And I just feel like that's going to come around and bite me in the butt one day. I feel like we're going to be like looking at it thinking, damn, like literally tomorrow, EA will give a striker Evo where it's like max 83 and it gives like a +4 to an 87 and gives like a huge boost in stats and should be the best player in the game for me. And so I really just don't want to do these like boring Evos for those regards because they're going to be way better suited to lower rated players. And it's the sort of thing where, you know, maybe this guy gets finished and maybe I put him in it because then it just gives him that +3 up to a 72. Or is it a +6 or whatever it is, up to 75, but gives him the full boost, you know? So I don't know. I'm gonna have to like take a look at what really matters. But we have got a small Electrum players pack. Go on. Come on, give us an Arsenal player at least, if nothing tradable there. No Arsenal player. I am trying to start to pay attention, guys, as well now to the Arsenal past players, just to make sure that if push comes to shove, I've got them first owner. We also get ourselves the base hero pack. Give me an Arsenal hero or give me an insane hero. That looks Peter Crouch, isn't it? For crying out loud. I've submitted an 85 and an 86 rated squad full of Peter Crouch-esque players for Peter Crouch. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. That's going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.